benefits. He forgives all your sin. He heals all your brokenness. He redeems your life from the pit. Crowns you with mercy, crowns you with love. Slow to anger, rich in love. His compassion rises like the sun from the heavens, high above. Great is his love for everyone. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let his mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, his kingdom rules in light. Justice for all who are oppressed. He made his ways known to Moses, his acts to the children of Israel. As a father has compassion on the children that he loves, so the Lord shows compassion to the ones who fear his name. He remembers our days are like the grass, but his mercy never fades. His faithfulness will last. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let his mercy cover the night from everlasting.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to July. Welcome to July. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Welcome if you're here for the first time. My name is Tyler. I'm going to be helping navigate us through the wild world of trading futures. It's going to be a great day. Second time ever watching. Welcome, Chris. Cool. Glad you're here. Glad you are here. We're going to go ahead. We'll do our opening prayer at noon. And then we will take a look at the market. Good morning, good morning. Morning, Kay. How you doing? Chris, what was that advice? My guess it was to not go all in on all the money. I don't know. All right, I'm moving the previous week and previous days high, low, and midpoint. Yeah. I was telling that story the other day. It is it's a crazy thing to think that you couldn't lose money when you tried to lose money. All right, looking at the daily, we've inversed the daily fair value gap here. We've closed down here on last Thursday. And we'll see if we want to close right back above here. I think we're in a higher level consolidation. If I had to give you my guess, I think we're in a higher level consolidation. Doing this right here. Now, when we break out of it, that's the question. Do we go lower or do we go higher? Really, we could be in here until something breaks economically. News of sorts that really changes the direction of the market. We ended up not trading on Friday. Decided to take the day completely off. I didn't look at the charts once. I haven't looked at it until last night. And as you can see, we're right in that consolidation. If you look at the previous month's high, which is here, and the previous month's low, which is here, there's the midpoint. We're sitting right there. Whenever you're at a midpoint, it's very indecisive. You don't know what direction it wants to go. I like when price is at its extremes, down here, up here, because you can anticipate reversals from those points. You can also anticipate some form of expansion from those points. But these points right here are probably the hardest. Yeah, it was. Market was closed. I mean, that's all I can say. If you look at the charts on the daily time frame, this day is Thursday. There's no Friday here. This is Monday. So Friday is completely skipped. That's usually because of a holiday, bank holiday. All right, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, let's take a look. We've hit the order block here on the 4-hour time frame and found resistance there. No surprise. Question I had, we did hit this volume imbalance right here. No more than 4 trades a day. I have a whole list. I have a bunch of videos on it. Number 1. Let's go. Only trade 1 micro. That's number 1. Number 2. Do not trade more than 4 times in a single day. You got 4 trades. Number 3. You cannot lose more than $250 in a single day. Number 4, trade only 1 model, 1 type of trading. And number 5, trade on prop firms that don't require you to pay a monthly subscription, like Tradify, Lucid. Those are my rules for brand new traders. Okay, market opens in 1 minute or 10 seconds. We've already dropped there, made these relatively equal highs here. I think we probably stay in line with all this, unless it just wants to drop right now for London. Asia low is sitting right at that volume imbalance. It tagged it here and then went higher. So we're going to let it do its thing, but here's the thing. We're in between an hourly fair value gap here that's holding price down and an hourly fair value gap here that's holding price up. I don't want to put any more markings on here. There's just a lot of markings on my chart right now. The opening range gap is very large for today. Good morning, Georgette. RMP. Good morning. What's up, Eric? How you doing? How's your guys' 4th? How was the 4th of July? Come on. Tell me all the details. I'll go first. It's honestly been a crazy week because I have my sister's or my wife's sister staying with us with her kids. My brother sent his kids over. He lives in Florida. He sent his kids over to stay with my dad, but they've been staying and hanging out with us because they got 3 kids that want to play with our kids. So my house has been full of kids for the past 2 weeks. Literally. My kids also then were working full-time at a fireworks tent every single day, and I had to drive them out there. That's why I started late last week. And to be honest with you, today is probably my vacation day. Today's the first day of my vacation, of things maybe slowing down. 4th of July was great. We didn't buy any fireworks. We just went to go watch fireworks, which is my preference. Zuno, welcome. Okay, yeah, I stopped doing the 930 model because while it worked, it affected, I noticed it was affecting people's trading emotionally, and I don't want that. So, for the sake of emotional consistency, I decided to park it. Because when you take and lose a trade right off the open, it's the first thing you're doing, it really puts a bad taste in your mouth, and it can cause you to not trade based on your rules. It's very difficult sometimes. So I saw people doing that. I saw that even in how I felt myself, and I decided it's not worth continuing, regardless if it's profitable or not. Equal highs right here. If I didn't have my 15-minute rule, I'd be trying to target those equal highs because those will hit. No doubt in my mind. Had a little sweep of liquidity right here. There's this small little sweep, but we'll probably go higher. I need to sit up, so I'm dropping. Oh! Ted played the breaker long. I did not take nothing. Zip zilch. Thank you. Yep, we are going to open in prayer. We've just been sitting here. Yeah, let's go ahead and pray. Father, we honor you today. We thank you for your goodness and faithfulness. We thank you that you've provided for us. Lord, I pray that as we take a look at the market today, you would direct our steps. Lord, that we would not be motivated by selfish ambition or vain conceit, but Father, we would have ears to hear and eyes to see what your Spirit is saying. Direct our steps today in Jesus' name. And everyone said, Amen. Amen. I wait for the first 15-minute candle to close just so I can get a feel for the market. It goes lower, it goes higher, now it's going back lower again. A lot of, I love how it's leaving this though. See those equal highs? Even though it ran it, I anticipate it going back up there again. Down on the 5-minute time frame right now. London low has not been tagged and midnight open. That's probably going to be an area I would like to see hit to go long. If it leaves it, I would look at any long, somewhat sus. Looking sus. Probably needs to run this area down here. It doesn't have to. ES is not looking very attractive. Just straight consolidation. Just bigger candles on the 15-minute time frame. We're just going to sit and be patient. What news do we got going on today? I haven't paid attention. Let's see. What do I got? ASM services. We're going all over the place, man. We're going lower, we're going higher, all in that first 15-minute candle. Guys, I've been working on something and I've had a breakthrough. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Wonder if I can show it. See if it comes up. I'm gonna see if I can show it. Hang on, I need to reload here. Let's see if it will. I am very excited about this. I made a video on TikTok that talked about connecting how I was going to show people how to, or I was able to connect Claude to my TradingView account, and thousands of people commented on that one saying that they've tried, they didn't know how, they wanted me to show them how. Well, I decided, instead of just because there was like 5 different things you had to do, and it was very hard. It honestly wasn't easy. I mean, it was easy, you just had to figure out how to make the connections. And I figured out the connections, and I wanted to put it into a hub that put everything together and just did it. So I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna call it, but right now let's see if it shows up when I do a screen share. Right there. I made a whole hub that automatically connects Claude to TradingView. It's all connected. I got all my stars. It's all launched. And so right here, you can literally just click a button and start talking with Claude, who can see your charts. I haven't tried this one. This is a feature I was just putting on yesterday. Let me see. Let's see if it gives me a morning brief based on what it sees. Or should I say, let's see, read my chart real quick. Let's see what happens if it do that. So right here, it's going to read my chart. What's on my chart? Current chart, symbols, time frame, indicators, and the latest price action. It's reading my chart right now. So this is the result of it. Here's your chart right now. I'm on the minis. I'm on the 15-minute time frame. You can see it. I have an average true range. I think that's on TradingView or on ES. I have my pre-market levels and the higher time frame candles, 2 custom studies. The latest price action was at 29,862. Want me to pull the ATR value and your pre-market levels so you can see where price sits relative to your key levels. Isn't this cool? And literally all you have to do is click a button and do 1 or 2 extra steps, and it's all done. I'm testing out and getting out any kinks in it, but once I do that, guys, I'm excited. We'll see what happens. You can do backtesting. You can have it read your chart. You can start and create your own strategy. It keeps track of your chart history. So every chat you have where it's building algorithms for you, it'll keep track of it. Anyway, yeah, keep out. Well, hopefully I'll be putting this together for video and stuff. But let's take a look at the market here. We're now breaking higher. The market just turned to 945 here. Let's drop down to the 5-minute and see what we got. Yeah, this looks like it's going to go higher, at least to Asia highs. Nothing here that I'd want to take. It was too early anyway. We have a breaker here we could play off of. How many of you guys think that a tool like that would be helpful for and save you time for doing back testing, analyzing setups, all of that? Do you think a tool like that would be helpful? I wish I had that when I started out, to be honest with you. And it will put together a whole trading strategy and automate it for you if you wanted. I'm not there. Well, Robinhood, I'm planning on giving this away for free. That's the plan. How many algo communities are out there that say, "Oh yeah, pay me $2,000 to get the algo that I have that makes millions," and then people lose thousands of dollars as a result? This thing is going to potentially destroy all that because now you can create your own for free. Literally, there'll be no cost. I mean, that's insane. Thankfully, I was never one that actually fell into the vice of an algo trading. So many people do, and hopefully this helps people avoid blowing thousands of dollars on things that don't work. So it'll probably be, my guess is still a couple weeks before I'm able to get it out. I would love if it was this week, but I got to make sure all the kinks are out, and then also make a video for it. So do a demo of it. But you 100 are the first ones to see it. More than likely, if you're inside the academy, I'm going to probably give it to you guys first to help me troubleshoot any issues that come up when you guys are messing around with it. I'm not really excited to take any trades right now. I don't see anything. I see probably a continuation to Asia highs here. ES stopped right below it. Gave a wick for the first 15-minute candle, and on NQ we have an inversion to the upside. So a clear sign for a long. The entry was prior to when I would be able to take a trade, or when I wanted to take a trade. I could have taken a trade off this breaker. I mean, that seemed probably appropriate. 100 points. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. Good morning, Tyler. I'm new to trading and currently with WT. I don't know what WT is, and momentum trading. After watching and enjoying your videos, I am interested in futures and prop firm trading. All right, Trey. Well, you're welcome. Stick around, ask questions. Hopefully we get a nice little trade here today. Yeah, it's because there was Friday was closed. The market wasn't open on Friday. I mean, the market traded, but it wasn't an official day. Thanks for letting me know if day 4 is not working. I need to figure out. I'll take a look at that. Is that just the PDFs, or did you sign up and pay for the videos as well, Trey? Warrior trading. Never tried it. Never, don't know it. Okay, so it's the PDFs. That's what I need to know, so I can troubleshoot it. Good morning, Faith and Futures. What's up? Yeah. I use MES or I use ES for my analysis. So if you're trading on ES, you should also be looking at NQ. You should have that as far as a reference on, has NQ hit its previous high or previous day low or London high or London low, so you can correlate when price wants to take off. 100%. Are we getting a swing high? Look at ES. ES is here. Consolidation. Is this the manipulation to move lower on ES? It looks pretty convincing. We'll see. Nothing screaming my name here, folks. Nothing saying, ooh, we gotta go, we gotta do this. I'm bullish. Do you see if London session is with ups and downs, 5-minute time frame? Two minutes left, and we got basically an hourly candle that's gone up and down and nowhere. I just started learning the liquidity sweep method. There's names for a million different things, Kyle. People make up names. I mean, I make up names, so it's hard to determine what the liquidity sweep method is. If you really want to know the truth, every single one of my trades follows the liquidity sweep. It is the only way to trade based on liquidity. So I think that's just a marketable term that somebody was selling or talking about. All right, so here's 10 o'clock. We have a 4-hour close, bullish. I think we're going higher here. Do I have an opportunity? There's an inversion here, but we already swept this high. I'm cautious on wanting to take it. Everything else has been mitigated down here. How about the 5-minute? 5-minute, there's nothing down there. 15-minute, yep. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the 15-minute just in case. I'm not going to. It's too much of a wick. See how long this wick is? You're not going to get a long wick like this. Very rarely will you get a long wick like this. And the following candle just runs straight higher with it without hitting a fair value gap. It's happened, but I would rather see it come down to this level here. It can do this, come down to here, and then go higher. So I don't know how quick it will go. The other thing is you could take an inversion here, right here, to this internal high. That would look something like this. It's only 20 points. You're risking roughly 15. I just don't think it's going to run this high quite yet without hitting that 15-minute fair value gap. So, would you rather put risk on the table to run without it rebalancing an imbalanced area? Or would you rather miss it in case it doesn't come down here? I would rather miss it. So there's the inversion right there. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to take it, but this is technically a trade. But I'm not going to take it. That would be your target. 15 points for a 20-point stop loss roughly. Let's see what happens. And find out if our logic makes sense. Sometimes it will go. Sometimes it goes and you're just stuck not doing anything because you wanted to see A, B, and C take place and only A and B took place. Right? In this scenario, C is hitting this 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, no, the 15-minute inversion, I saw that. I mean, this is all in here. We definitely are bullish. I just want to know, are we going to move higher? ES has not hit these Asia highs. So I like that idea, but I would really would like it to come down here. So that inversion failed on that first candle. So good thing we didn't take it. I do think the drawn liquidity is higher. Previous day, that seems really far away. We got some imbalances here. Man, we might not need to go higher. I'm just not seeing the evidence here. This 4-hour looks good too down here. So it choosing to go lower, I could see that. We also got our regular trading hours gap right there. So see that gap. You're right. Volume imbalance right there. I didn't even pay attention to that. I like this 930 level. And this 15-minute inversion right here. I'm gonna consider longs up to this point potentially. ES is looking nasty. Even if it goes higher, there's not really an entry for me here. Nothing exciting, guys. Nothing exciting right now. It's doing this slow move. I'm not going to participate in it. There's really nothing that's really showing me that I should be involved in it. I mean, it looks bullish. It's just we have that 15-minute fair value gap. And that was the main reason why I didn't go long. Fair enough. We're inside of a 15-minute fair value gap right now. Not the best place to go long. I really am looking at this 15-minute and this 9:30 open from the other day as my area of interest for probably some resistance. It's a little quiet, it's a little slow, but that's okay. It's a Monday. Maybe we'll get a little scalp. See how slow it's grinding higher? There's nothing in here I'd want to be a part of. Yeah, I like how it's going one direction, but I don't have any. It's not the patterns, it's not how I want to see price action for a trade for me. ES is still not hitting Asia high. That's about right. It's draining mental capital by trying to go. I mean, if you're short, then yeah, you're screwed. If you're going long, yeah, it's at least giving you some feedback that it's going higher. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a nice quick pop right here or around this time frame to run up to here. I don't see a market maker on ES. I see consolidation. Okay, here is a breaker for a long potential. I would probably allow it to go down into this fair value gap on the 1 minute. And if it finds support there, I could look at taking a long. We're just waiting for something, folks. Gotta be patient. We can't be forceful. We can't just be trying to, click the button just because we want to be done. If you want to be done, be done. And just call it a day and don't take any trades. But the more patient we are, I think the better opportunity we will get. Before I take any type of long here, I want to look at what it's going to look like on the 5 minute and then the 15 minute. And then the 4 hour. In line with electronic trading hours here. That's the new 4 hour candle. That could be considered a sweep right here to move lower. Same on the hourly, a sweep to move lower. Ah, yes, look at this. ES just ran and swept Asia highs. Okay, so now that Asia high has been swept on ES, if we get a continuation, great. We'll look at seeing and going long. If it wants to pump a little bit higher, but then it reverses, I would count that as something I could potentially trade into because we swept this high. So now we have a little more info that we can wait and see. Does price want to continue dropping? So I am less likely and less interested in this breaker because of that sweep. If that sweep did not happen, I would be more interested in this breaker to go to the upside. What's up, Robert? Good morning. How many of you have not taken a trade today? How many of you have not clicked the button? You deserve recognition. It's a lot to not to click the button. Way to go. Nice job. It is a lot of work to not click the button. All right, so see how we're pushing through it a little bit? What I'm interested in on this 5 minute candle is how does this 5 minute candle close? Do I get a full bodied candle through this and does it close with a full body? Because if it does, we're probably going higher. Way to go, guys. If you have taken a trade, it doesn't mean you're a bad trader. No. If your model legitimately showed up and you took a trade because of that, there's nothing wrong with that. See that? I'm watching right there. That's exactly what I wanted to see. More of a wick. Okay, so it gave a little bit of a fair value gap. We'll see if that fair value gap holds. I don't know if hidden SMTs matter. I don't know. If I get an SMT, cool, and it shows up, all right. But I'll still take a trade regardless many times. An SMT is when ES makes a sweep of liquidity, but NQ doesn't. So right now, ES went higher. See this? See how ES went higher than this collection of hot candles? It went above it, and look at NQ. Here's those same collection of candles, but we never went above it. That's technically an SMT. It's SMTs like that that potentially show us that price wants to move lower. Nothing's been unmitigated here. Okay. Just nothing for me here, guys. Nothing for me. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Smart money. Technique. Some people call it smart money in time. Mine's 11:15 because sometimes great moves can happen at 11. If you're appreciating the commentary and the insight, hit the like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. It tells me I'm doing something right. All right, so now look at the same 5-minute candle on ES. We're putting in another wick. We have a minute left. This is what we want to see for a potential reversal. On NQ, we wanted to see bodies never got higher than the previous body's high, so we don't have a breaker, unfortunately. Maybe we'll go up to a slightly higher time frame and see what we have. 2 minute, nothing. 3 minute, nothing. 4-minute, nothing. 5-minute, nothing. Nothing. Dang it. That's all right. We got 15 minutes before the market gives us the next macro. We'll look then. What's up, Mark? This is the channel I've been looking for. I'm glad you're here. Are there any things I look for in news? Yeah. If Trump's going to tweet something, then I wait to decide which way it's going to go, and then I trade. But many times we don't know what he's going to tweet. Also, Trump's very good at not making any bad news until Friday. If it's bad news and he can control it, he won't release it till Friday. It usually has less of an impact on the market. Yeah, I wonder if Trump had anything to do with that. You think he did? So I read this morning that the American soccer player that got the red car in the last match, it was now removed. Honestly, it is suspicious. I mean, I think it was the wrong call. It was the wrong call. For sure. There's no doubt. It was a wrong call, but I'm happy. I ain't gonna say nothing. What's the meme, Macy? So it's like him stepping on his ankle. A picture of the guy stepping on his ankle. And then there's some phrase. What are they saying? No, America isn't. Well, I don't know if I can argue with that, Jency. I don't think I can argue with that. Janelle, I didn't see a question from you. Sorry if I missed your question. What is the next macro? I just see it now. The macro starts, for me, my macro starts at 10:45. 10:45 to 11:15. No, no hush. I need to talk. I need to not get bored out of my mind or I'll make stupid trades. That's what this is for. We talk about something of interest for everybody and then we are all good. I'm watching the market. There's literally nothing for me to do. Yes, it's going higher, but there's nothing there for me. I see 55 likes. Good morning. Huh? You can come in. Our keys are in the car. Yeah. No, that was not my wife. That was my wife's sister. She doesn't have a car and asked to use the car for a dentist appointment. What car do I drive? I drive a Tesla. There's just too much consolidation right here. Let me rephrase it. It's not too much consolidation, but there's no displacement. Okay, so what you saw here is the displacement I'm looking for, but just not at 930. Right? I need willingness. I need some momentum to move one way or the other. Even in its move higher, it's not really exploding higher. It's just doing a slow grind. So what does that mean? We're probably going to continue higher until we see some form of displacement. Did we hit that 5-minute fair value gap on ES? No, we did not. Left equal lows. Lambo. No Lambo for me. I got 3 boys. They can't fit in that car. Newbie question, what's the max trades you do a day? I'm guessing like 1 or 2, sometimes none. You're on the right track. I have 5 rules. I shared it earlier today. I'll share it again real quick. You can write these down. These are the rules any newbie, any newer trader or developing trader should trade with, in my opinion. In my opinion, not financial advice. Number 1, only trade a single micro. Number 2, only take 4 trades per day max. Less is better. Number 3, do not lose more than $250 in a single day. If you lose $250, close your charts, walk away, go do something else. Number 4, only trade 1 model. Do not trade 2, do not trade 3, do not trade momentum strategies and just anything you want. Pick a model, stick with it till you master it. Number 5, trade with Tradify or Lucid, specifically those 2 companies, because I like and trust and because they don't charge a monthly subscription. You can get one for $100 and you can keep it for 6 months. There is no cheaper way to learn to trade, have the ability to make money, and have risk on the table so you can learn to develop that strength of patience regardless of how you're feeling. There you go. Now a photo of him showing a Trump photo instead of that Uno reverse. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, no, it's a Model S. Tesla Model S. And by the way, let me just be clear. It's not a brand new one. It's an old one. It's from 2015. I got it with only like 29,000 miles on it. About 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a phenomenal car. Why didn't I take out the move that took out the Asia high? Well, that was at 951. The entry would have been right here if I was going to take it. The breaker was right here if if I was going to take it. I just wasn't in a position to take it at that time. That's it. Nothing particular. When we reviewed it, I can see the value of it. I just wasn't. I think I was doing some analysis on a higher time frame. Yeah. I mean, that's a legit trade right there. It's a legit setup. If you took it, you should be proud of yourself. That's a good trade. Since then, there's been pretty much nothing. Battery's great. It's over 10 years old and still, that gives me, I mean, the range on it originally was only like 200 miles or something like that. Now it's probably about 170. I don't know if it can get that far. I can drive 2.5 hours with one charge. Yes, it is free supercharging. Yep, I mean, it's been a great car. And it's paid off. That's the nice thing. It's a paid off car. No monthly payments. That's good financial literacy right there. Don't get a large car payment. Yeah, Funded Next is good. I've just personally had my own spouts with them. Just, they're weird. I don't know. They're like too needy. They're all my handlers are from India, and they are just relentlessly asking me to do things for them, and my answer is no. I'm not controlled by you, and I'm not gonna do something you want me to do. I've been intending to make a video on them for some time, but they keep asking me, and I'm like, you know what? It makes me not want to do it at all. I don't want to do it at all. All right, so here is that fair value gap that I said I was wanting to see how we react to it. We are looking as if we're going to close through it. We'll find out. We did make another high, and we look like we're going to have a change in state of delivery as well. This is what I want to see for a potential move. I think I still need to go long. Holy cow. I don't want to take it yet. I'm not believing in longs, to be honest with you. Wow, look at that. That looks more convincing. All right, I'm going to take a long here.
Order submitted.
I don't like when it does that. All right, we are long. If it turns on a dime like that, that's going to be hurt. That's going to hurt. Sweep of liquidity. We have a 1 minute inversion. Probably, do we have a... Oh, I'm not. Why is my screen not on? Oh, because of that. Where is it? I don't know where my entry. Where's the chart? There it is. If we inverse this fair value gap right here, I will close the position. That's not what I would want to see. I'm gonna watch the previous days or 9:30 open from Thursday. Sitting right below that. That's what I'm gonna keep an eye on here. There we go. There's our push. See if we can continue it through here through the 9:30 into this 15-minute inversion. That's my target for the first contract, and then I might also close the other one. We'll see. We'll see how this closes in 8 seconds. I want it to close above all these candles. If it does, all right. I am going to move my stop to the swing low. I don't like that wick at all. That's not good. It needs to hold here. I'm getting a feeling like we're putting in a reversal candle here. But I don't want to let my feelings determine what I do. So I have my stop set. We won't touch it. We're looking at that 19 in the 930 level and the 15-minute inversion. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out here. I'll keep one. Nah, I'm gonna stop out. I'm gonna let it stop out. All right, stopped out there for a loss. Maybe I didn't need to move my stop so quickly, but if we were going to come all the way back down there after we ran and make that high, I didn't want to be a part of it. It could be a drop. Dang it. I don't know why that was a dangerous trade. Did everything that I wanted to do. Sweep of liquidity. And did we have an inversion there? It did not give us that inversion. That's what I thought was the inversion right there when I took the trade. What was the 30-second? . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Nothing. I made it all up in my mind. Potentially. Post-holiday jitters. What's up, AMS? How you doing? Well, that was a loss of $93. I think risk was managed there appropriately. I'm glad I took that loss there at that low. There's no reason to let it grind lower. If it was gonna go, it would have gone after it made that wick. I mean, do you see how nice that looked? That tag of here, its body stayed above here. We did run the high. So algorithmically, it did what it was supposed to do. I wanted this. $30 minutes gonna close bearish with a big wick. Could this be the top? We got 2 minutes left. Hourly is gonna close with a wick. That's going to give us a fair value gap. Let me go back to electronic trading. Is that gonna give us a fair value gap? No, it's not. I don't know. We'll see if it wants to go lower. I mean, honestly, at this point, I would want it to go higher, hit the 15-minute, and then target these equal lows. That's what I like right now, these equal lows. So I'll let it run here. If it wants to do that, I'm going to look at a trade towards those equal lows. We try to keep it clean in here. Akash, we try to keep the language clean and encouraging. That is what we focus on inside of this chat room. So, if it was hard, we can make it better. No worries. It starts with having a positive mental attitude and faith in something greater than what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish. No worries, my friend. There are kids that actually watch this channel with their parents. I was talking to one the other day. He watches it with his mom every once in a while. 'Cause Tyler, I was watching it. I was watching your live stream the other day, and I saw this fair value gap, and I'm like, oh, it rejected the fair value gap a couple times. We must be going lower. It didn't. But I'm like, you know what a fair value gap is? Way to go. You got it, my friend. What's up, Blake? We're trading the Nasdaq. Yeah, we're trading the actual indices. We're on NQU 2026. Man, it has been rough. It's not been looking good. I like these equal lows here. I think what I'm probably going to do, if we go higher, I'm not going to participate in it. But any aggression to the downside, I'm going to take a trade to this. I think that's what I'm going to do. Look at those. I mean, this wick right here is kind of messing everything up. I'm going to try something weird. Let's go to the 10-minute chart. No, nothing. So yeah, nothing. Yeah, this wick here from 9:30 is really putting a wrench in what I want to do, because these look so good. We can also keep this here, right there. That untouched fair value gap looks juicy. After it runs those equal lows, it'll probably reach into that fair value gap. So that's kind of the approach that I want to take. It'll probably be an inversion of some kind. I want it to sweep a high and then take that direction. It will probably be enough of a trade to recover any losses and probably call it a day, because the market today has been pretty crappy. Which prop firm is best for someone who's never done that before? What's up, Natalie? I would say it depends. If you're cost conscious and you want just something cheap, I would go with Apex. $28, $38. You can't beat it. You'll have it for 30 days. Or if you want to trade for more than 30 days, spend a little bit more money with Tradify or Lucid, and you can have their accounts for as long as you want for about $115. I used 2 micros on the previous trade. What's up, Blake? I'm new to day trading. I heard a rich guy on YouTube say he only trades the Nasdaq. Well, I only trade the Nasdaq as well. I like it. Christiana, I trade on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15 minute. My executions are primarily on the 1 minute though. So I will look at the 15 minute and the 5 minute, determine what I want to do, and then go to the 1 minute to find where I want to get in at. Well, Blake, you're not going to be any surprised with me. I only trade 1 or 2 micro. My goal is to make anywhere from $100 to $300 in a single day, and then I copy that on 10 different accounts. Psychologically, trading smaller size allows you to be way more consistent, significantly less emotional, and you need those things to become a sustainably profitable. And you grow in size over time, not start large. So I would be careful about keeping large size, because when you start losing, or if it happens to you, it can affect you massively emotionally. It will affect you emotionally in a massive way. Kyle, after 30 days, Apex will expire your account. Yes. If you pass it within 30 days, then you just go to a funded account. Yeah, so no full porting. The trade's probably going to happen at noon today. Or noon, 1 or 2 o'clock. One of those times. It's not moving right now. We try to trade. I mean, honestly, now that I'm looking at it without the momentum of the trade, there wasn't a fair value gap there when I took it. I thought I was taking it off of the inversion higher. I wasn't. I didn't. Thankfully, I mean, it did play out nicely to the swing high, but I just wanted higher prices. And we were still in this consolidating range. Take care, Faith, at futures. How many people pass it the first time? I would say, unless you're extremely experienced, there'd be less than a 1% chance. There's too many emotions that happen when you buy your first one. People don't become consistently profitable because of novelty. Novelty is, I'm trying something new. I've never done this before. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I could make money. I'm really excited about this. All of those things it's novelty. People don't become profitable because of novelty. They become profitable because everything they're doing is consistently boring. I'm yawning. I'm trying to keep my eyes open because I'm not seeing what I want and I'm refusing to take trades. And then when I see it, I take it. And then now I have to sit and not touch it. That's where you find profitability, not in the novelty of it. So when you take it for the first time, the odds are honestly stacked against you because of how human nature is. Human nature gets excited. We allow our emotions to meddle in what we're doing. But the more you're consistent with it and the more you follow your rules, the better you'll become. So there's going to be a cost to you becoming profitable. It's either you losing thousands of dollars on your personal account, or, I mean, maybe still thousands on on funded accounts or eval accounts. I don't know. It depends how you approach it. Yeah, they're all 50K. I stick with the 50Ks. I think they're the best. They're the rule. You have enough drawdown to be able to pass a low amount, $3,000. When you start getting up to the $4,500, $6,000, $9,000 target points, that's a lot. You do have to increase size, and the goal is not to increase size right now. I have to remind myself that every day, by the way. Your goal is not to increase your size right now. Your goal is to maintain consistency for months. You get bored, so bored with 1 to 2 micros that it's just boring. That's when it's time. That's not a bad idea, Akash. You would probably, actually, there is some ways that if I wanted to, I could put a heart monitor on, and I think there's a way for me to post it so you could see it on the screen, so you can see where my heart rate's at. Copy Trader, I've only used one. I don't like monthly subscriptions, so I went with this company. It's called the Apex Copier. It's not made by Apex Trader Funding, but it's called the Apex Copier. I just Googled it. It came up, the site's horrible. But that's what I use. All right, are we rolling over here? Because once we start moving, I think we're going to move. I might try one small trade here lower to see if it's going to go lower here. $9.58. It's going to be my target. Actually, yeah, I probably should just close it there when I get there. Once it hits it, I'm going to close. Oh my gosh, are you stopping right before? Okay, okay. You do that. Stop's at going to be at break even now. I'm going to add another contract right here to go down to that 5-minute or to that fair value gap right here that we haven't hit yet. Put both stops right there. So stops at the original spot where I entered. Let's see if it holds. basically no risk. Very small risk. No, I don't think we're gonna get it. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. If it hits this, I'm going to close the position when we hit this. Or at least one of them. All right, sold one, sold the other. I am back at break even. Well, technically I'm up $1.40. So that was the fair value gap I wanted to hit. And I think we could go lower here. But we haven't hit any key levels higher or lower that I'm just like, I'm not going to try to run all these levels. I mean, I do like London low, midnight open. If we start displacing more, I'll look at an opportunity to see if we can get down to here. But I'm out. I'm break even again. Recovered my loss from the last trade. Way to go, John. Now, do you notice remember what I told you? I said, look at these equal lows. I said, if we run these equal lows, where are we going to at least for sure go to? I said this fair value gap. What was my trade off of? My trade idea came from a breaker, high, low, higher, high, broke lower. I didn't get on this entry. I waited. I got in right here on that entry right there. So I think my entry was 11.12. Sounds about right. And then we went down to here. See how we filled the fair value gap? I don't care if it wants to go lower or not, but look how we engaged with that fair value gap. We filled it, we tagged it. Now we figure out and try to identify where does price want to go next. I like this 15-minute fair value gap right here. Is that the first 5-minute fair value gap? We have our very first 5-minute fair value gap after 30 minutes or after 2 hours of trading. There's our first fair value gap, 5-minute. And there's the tag of it. I was going to say, I bet you there's a tag that we could get right here. And that would be a short. You'd anchor it off of this candle's low right there. Because after that, we got the high. So there's the breaker. And then there's the 5-minute drop. No, that's why, James, you need to go to a prop firm that allows you to have your evaluation for several weeks. If you're just starting out, that's what you need to do. If you're relatively consistent, then sure, go up to 5 micros and see how you handle that. I mean, it's an evaluation. It's relatively cheap for you to do. Ultimately, guys, you don't want to spend your life on an evaluation. But when you're starting out, it's the cheapest way to learn. It's the cheapest way to become consistent. And just FYI, James, all my payouts from all my funded accounts are coming from trading 1 to 2 micros. It's long and slow, but it teaches you a trait that has to be learned. Patience. I'm half tempted to go short after we run into this line here. I don't know if I want to. I think I might call it a day. I'm towards the end of my trading time anyway. Akash, I'm gonna say I understand you personally don't believe, but you are also just telling me on how crappy the last few weeks have been for you. Can I tell you how great they've been for me? Not because I've been green all those days, but because when I do take a loss, it's small and I'm able to recover it fairly easy without my emotions getting involved. And I will be honest with you, 100 to 150 points for a single micro on an NQ is probably just enough. I mean, like I'll have a loss that's $100 on a single trade with 1 micro, 1 or 2 micros. The volatility of NQ allows you to have smaller size and still get good gains from it. Guys, the thing is, I'm not advocating that you stay small forever. That's where I'm at still. And I've been doing this for 5 years. I don't know how long I've been since I truly started 2023 learning. I'm not ashamed of it, and I think it's the fastest way to become profitable is trading small. Not because you're making less money, but because you deal less with your emotions. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Literally, I'm break even. I have a few dollars, but it's green, it's not red. So I'm gonna call this a break even day. I'm not gonna keep trading. I'm gonna call it. For me, it's not what I want to see. Yeah, so we'll call it a day. We'll be back. Tomorrow will be private live stream for those inside the academy. We'll see you all tomorrow. For everybody else, we'll be back on Wednesday. Rocking and rolling, having a good time. So until then, guys, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.